Once again, folks, once again, it's the WC Divisional round of the playoffs. One of the best weekends of football of the year. Just go ahead and say it like that. Second game, Divisional round weekend, is the Colts coming off of their improbable, unbelievable victory over the beaten up and all of a sudden hurt Kansas City Chiefs. Go into New England, Foxborough, to take on Tom Brady, Bill Belichick, and the three-time Super Bowl champion New England Patriots. Now let's just go ahead and get into the quarterback matchup. And I hate to say this about these quarterbacks, man. I really do. I mean, Andrew Luck came out in the same, class as RG3, same class as Russell Wilson, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, they did. And comparing Andrew Luck right now at the state of basically at the point in his career to Tom Brady, a three-time winning quarterback, league former MVP, right? I can't do it. I can't do it. Tom Brady has the check mark in this matchup. He just does. Now, as far as defense goes, you can say push. I mean, New England doesn't have a shutdown defense, and we've already bear witness to what the Colts defense looks like. All right, for most of that game against the Chiefs. So if they can be gotten. The Patriots defense isn't shut down either. So as far as defenses go, it's a push. That might be the part of the game that actually wins the game. Whichever defense can stand up long enough to shut the other quarterback down. As far as special teams go, in Foxborough, I don't know how the weather is going to be in Foxborough. I don't know if it's going to rain or anything. I haven't looked at the forecast before doing these videos, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be a little bit cold. But as far as special teams go, I'm going to give the check to New England. I think that their kicker's a little bit better. I mean, there's no disrespect to Adam Vinatieri, but he's been in the dome last couple of seasons, and special teams might win this game. I mean, a kickoff return, a punt. This is the divisional round of the playoffs. I'll say that a lot during these videos. Special teams this round of the playoffs is just more paramount than it is wild card. It's just one of these games for sure. One of these 4 games this weekend is going to be won based off of the fact that special teams was just a big factor. You look at the Green Bay and San Francisco game. Field goal wins that game. So special teams is going to play a factor. I don't know if it's going to play a factor in this game as much as I think it is, but hey, who knows? All right, as far as keys to the game for these teams to win, I'm looking at Indianapolis, and the first thing that comes to my mind is just play action passes. They have to force the issue when it comes to the running game. Trent Richardson didn't have a great game last week. Neither did Donald Brown. Neither one of those running backs had a great showing last week. But I'm expecting for those guys to be force-fed the ball. One of those two guys has to be able to hold the rock down, has to be able to get into the end zone against this Patriots defense in order to have some kind of adverse effect on the outcome. They just need to be able to get into the end zone. And through that, Andrew Luck can use that play action, step up into the pocket, and just go over the top. So the keys to victory for Indianapolis is force feed the running game. They have to be able to run the ball against New England in order to keep Brady and them boys off the field. All right, that's the keys to victory. As far as running backs, if you want me to give you stats, either Trent Richardson or Donald Brown or a combination of the two have to combine for at least 2 touchdowns and maybe 150 yards in order for New England. In order for the Colts to win this game. As far as New England goes. Now, at the beginning of the season, man, besides Danny Amendola and Gronkowski, I didn't know who Tom Brady was basically going to be throwing the ball to. Alright. But in order for New England to win this game, I think that Tom Brady just has to spread the wealth. He has to find his receivers. He has to just, move through his progressions because somebody's going to be open. I mean, when you look at the game last week, the Colts' performance against the Chiefs. I mean, there was guys open all game. I mean, even Dwayne Bowe, that last play was open. So I'm expecting for guys to be open for New England. Rather that's Amendola, rather it's Tompkins, rather it's running back out of the backfield. I don't know who's going to be open, but it just seems like somebody's going to be open. So I don't think that Tom Brady, is going to throw too many interceptions in this game. I don't think that I don't think that they're going to turn the ball over that much. I just don't see, after the way, and that's like, let me just say it like this. After the way that Indianapolis played last week, them coming back, granted they came back against a fallen team, but I don't see that same thing happening to New England. I don't see that happening. And I'll just jump right into the prediction. New England wins this game. I mean, Indianapolis was fortunate, very, very fortunate. You got to give them credit. They were fortunate to come out and come back in that game. But as far as them going into New England and doing New England in New England, I just don't see it. I think New England wins this game. Tom Brady puts on a Tom Brady-like performance, and New England just goes on to the AFC Championship game. So let me know what you guys think down below. It's the WC. Videos are coming hot and quick. Stay tuned for the next videos, and I'll see you then.